Good morning out there. How you doing? Jeff DeSocio from the Talent Opportunity Connector, Broad Beach Executive Search and Staffing for your talent tip of the week. And this is, of course, for hiring managers out there. So we've talked about this a lot. When you have this open position and you start interviewing candidates. And have you ever had the case where, I'm going to talk from a technology perspective. Let's say you are want to hire a software developer or a product manager, a software product manager, and when you start putting the job description together, you end up listing all the hard skills you want. You want them to know a particular language like Python or Power BI, and then you talk to candidates and all, and you find you do talk to somebody, you get along with them, but man, they're missing that one tech skill, and you pass on the candidate. And unfortunately, what happens is, I'm going to tell you straight out, you're never going to find the perfect candidate that's going to know all the hard skills or tech skills that you're looking for in a candidate. Why? Because we're in a very extremely fast-paced world today, especially if everyone talks about AI, right? There's new stuff coming out constantly, So the hard skills you put in your resume, a candidate may not have those skills anymore because they're focused on something else. So I'm going to give you a few tips or why you should not focus on hard skills or tech skills for your candidate, right? Because soft skills drive collaboration. So you want somebody who if they don't have all the skills, let's say somebody doesn't have every single tech skill you're looking for. You want them to have soft skills because you want them to collaborate with others, get along with others, right? Because ultimately, the cultural fit, if they are a cultural fit, it impacts retention. If you hire somebody that doesn't have a cultural fit in your company, they're going to leave. Other people want to leave because they can't get along with them. So this goes much more above and beyond than just, they know everything, all the computer programs that we use. Because adaptability, and when I was a hiring manager, I hired technology talent for 20 years. One thing I always look for in a candidate is their adaptability. Can they learn? Now, of course, most candidates say, hey, I can learn anything, but really, do they learn? Look at their history. Have they gone into a company and learned a new software development program, or in the infrastructure world, they learned AWS? Did they adapt over time? Because adaptability beats rigid expertise. Do they have problem-solving skills? Yes, they may know a program. Again, it's a program. But really, do they have an overall holistic view of problem solving, right? An issue happens more than once, it's a problem. Understand that. And that kind of goes into that ITIL world a little bit. Do they have leadership potential? Because, when you hire somebody, they may move up in your company at some point. Do they have that? Again, they may know everything about a particular software program or hardware program. They may be the best AWS person in the world, but they can't get along with people. They have no soft skills. They're not a cultural fit. They are a disaster for your company, right? Customer and stakeholder interaction is really key. And when I interview candidates today, even for a software development role, what happens is I look for a lot of these soft skills in a candidate because at the end of the world, and this is more for the candidates, you have to learn how to talk to people, be in front of people, interact with people, human connection, because that's really what's going to be key for you to land and for your hiring managers to get the right talent. So in summary, what I like to say is, do not focus on the the hard skills. If they are missing something, how adaptable are they, and are they a cultural fit? Last but not least, I'm looking for a particular network engineer that knows a particular technology. If they know another technology that's like the competitor, hire them because their chances are they're going to be able to adapt and learn. So that is it. This is Jeff D, the Talent Opportunity Connector, Broadreach Executive Search and Staffing. If you have any questions, if you like to just chat, let's get on my calendar. Let's chat and talk about hiring some great talent. Take care.